everyone, this is Jenny from Homestead Corner, and today I thought we'd talk a little bit about prepping for your pets. So when we are prepping for ourselves, we are trying to think of all the things that we could need in a situation. What are the things we use every day? Things that we are going to need and things like that. So when we're prepping for our pets, we also need to put those same principles in place. We want to make sure that we've got plenty of food. If they take any medications, we want to make sure we have that. Anything that you use for your dogs. So today I thought I would just go over some of the things that we keep. It might give you an idea. You might have other things that you keep for your pets. And I had someone ask how we store our stuff. So I thought we'd just talk about that a little bit. And so for starters, we do not keep that much dry food on hand. We keep a couple of bags, 2 or 3 bags, to get them just a couple of months worth of food, really. We don't keep tons of dry food on hand because it doesn't last. It's usually only got a 6 to 10 month shelf life on it, and it can go bad, and so it's really hard to keep those type of things in a big supply. So what we do is we use some fresh food for them, and they have dry food also. And I really like this. It's called a Vittles Vault, and this is just a cube with a gamma lid. And these are really cool. They stack up on top of each other, so you could make a stack of them. They have handles on all the sides. They're a little over $20 a piece, I think. You could definitely use an airtight bucket. That would work perfectly as well. And I just use this for their food, and if we get a little ahead on their treats and stuff, we'll put that in there too. But right now, I just took a bag out of here, and they've got 2 more bags in there, and I just put the whole bag right in. You can dump the food in and use up the entire space and get more food. I think it holds 25 pounds, one of these Vittles Balls, and it has the little rubber seal on it, so it's airtight, and it's just a gamma lid. It says Gamma Seal right on it. These are great. So we keep this with their dog food in this. It helps keep it airtight, so it's going to last a little bit longer than shelf life if we need it to. But I don't keep tons of that on hand. I do think it is super important to know how to make dog food. We don't make it all the time fresh, but I have, and I keep a recipe for it, so I can make dog food if I need to. And I know the kinds of things that they like they like chicken and beef, and they like brown rice. They like white rice, but the brown is better for them. And like sweet potatoes, carrots, peas, blueberries, cranberries, things like that are all good for them. And if your animal likes them, you can mix it right in their food. So I think it's great to find a recipe, try it, make sure your animals like it, and that way in a long-term situation you can at least make them food, because storing dry food is not long-term. Even vacuum sealing it or anything, it'll last a little bit longer, but it doesn't last. It's got all kinds of fats and stuff in it. It's just not going to last. So the next thing I think is real important, if you have a bug out plan, that needs to include your pets. You can't just leave them behind. I don't think you can. I know people will, but I think it's important to be prepared to take them with you. We have saddlebags for our dogs. They're small, their size, that fit them. These are the saddlebags that we like. This, I like this style because it's got a handle. I can grab the dog and pick it up. It's got a little latch, a metal latch, so you can put a leash to it. And also this style bag, the saddlebags are detachable. So they can wear this little harness with no bags. And in an emergency, you can strap the bags on. Or if you're out there, you can take the bags off and give them a break if you're like sitting and taking a break. So, and then these bags come right off. I really like that. And I like that they come on and off. And when you first are teaching your dog to wear saddlebags, you want to make sure it fits really good and the weight is up close to their shoulders, not way down on their back. You don't want that. So you want to make sure it fits really good. And these things are super adjustable. They have all kinds of adjustments on them so you can get it to fit really nice. And so saddlebags are great. They can help carry some of their stuff, probably not all of their stuff. I wouldn't really put water or anything in there, but you can pack a few days worth of food, you can pack some first aid stuff, you can pack all kinds of stuff in these little bags, and they can carry their stuff. So that's great. Collapsible bowls, whatever is in your plan for bugging out. So that's less that you have to carry, so you can carry the more important things for you. And then some of the other things, like we keep a, probably 6 month supply of dog treats in the house, just because that way we've got them. I can make dog treats. Just dehydrating sweet potatoes is one of our dogs' favorite treats. They love that. So we do that in addition to other dog treats. And then we keep like their basics, stuff that they use all the time. Dog shampoo, you want to keep a couple bottles ahead on that. Make sure you have plenty. Just like you want to keep yourself clean, you want to keep them clean too. Just all the stuff that you normally do. We keep vet wrap and gauze, things like that, in case of cuts, in case of sprains, whatever. We had a dog sprain. Sophie sprained her little paw one time, so we had to wrap it up for a few days, and then she was good to go. That was nice. We had everything. We didn't have to worry. We did used to raise sheep, goats, rabbits. We still have chickens and bees. We had alpacas. So we had to learn a little bit of veterinary care, which comes in super handy. I think it's great to know if you can get your hands on like a farm animal veterinary book. I'll put a link to the one that I use down below. They have some books out there with great information in it, because you can't always get someone to come to the house, especially if you have a large animal that you can't transport. So and in times of emergency, you may not be able to get there. So it's nice to know how to do that yourself. And other things, because we did that, we keep a few different items on hand. We keep Pteromycin on hand, and it is a antibiotic, and I don't think it's something you should give an animal all willy-nilly or anything like that, but in an emergency it's good to have it on hand. And a lot of times you can get this at like farm supply stores and things like that, and it may be for a different animal, but you can figure out the dosage for your animal. And it's because you don't want to give a horse dose to a small dog. You're gonna hurt it. You don't want to do that. Definitely research it. Don't use anything that you're not sure about with your pets. Learn how to use it before you do anything. And I think that learning that little bit of veterinarian care is important in an emergency. If you're all they've got, it'll be nice to know that you're able to handle it. We also keep like little packs of Benadryl on hand. We keep some Pepto-Bismol on hand, extra flea and tick stuff, so we have plenty of that. We don't have to worry about it. You can't store that too far in advance. It's only got like a year shelf life on it, so you can store like a year worth. But and then we also, this is, what is this? This has a couple years on it, the vitamins, and we keep some extra of these in the house, just our dogs are getting older and they take vitamins, so it's important to make sure you just have enough of them and you're as far out as you can. If you can store 2 years worth, depending on the expiration date of the vitamins you use, I think just keep as much as you can, and that way you don't have to worry about it. You've got it there. When you use one, replace one. And, you know, keep that cycle going, just like your own stuff. You're just going to keep the cycle going. And then we also keep food grade Diatomaceous Earth. This stuff is a godsend. Worms, things like that. You can sprinkle this on their food. You can eat this yourself if you got parasites or something. This stuff is wonderful, and it's for any kind of animals that you have. We love DE. We started using it years ago, and I will never be without this stuff. And we keep plenty on hand. We also, you know, apple cider vinegar can come in very handy for your chickens and even your dogs or whatever. So it's a great item to have on hand for yourself and your pets. And we also, the dogs have a hard time drinking it because it does not taste lovely, and I'm sure you all know that. But these little apple cider vinegar pills, you can break these capsules open and put the powder in some water, make a gravy, put it on their food, sneak it in somehow. And we also keep like VetRX for our chickens. I forgot to grab the bottle of VetRX. I think that is another really important one. You can get that at most of your farm stores, and it is a great wound care item. And if it gets in their eyes, it's okay. It's not going to hurt them. And we also, our little Pokey had a eye infection at one point. I think he caught it on like the rose bush or something. It got infected and it was a mess. It was like a sty. And so this, it's SymaSima, I think, if we can get a good shot of that in there. This stuff is amazing. It's eye drops for like pink eye for people. This worked great on him. It really did. It cleared everything all up. He was doing great. It was a couple of years ago. So we always make sure we have this for us and for the dogs. This is something these are all natural and they're like $5. So it is definitely worth keeping in your emergency kit or first aid kit or whatever for you, your pets, whatever. And we like to use a little CBD oil for pets because our dogs are getting older, and it just helps with those, you know, everyday aches and pains just like it does us. So any of that stuff. So really, I mean, it's all about what you use. If you use a certain type of something, check your expiration dates. Keep as much on hand as you can. If you use something every single day, like vitamins or, you know, anything like that, your flea and tick stuff, your shampoos and washes and things like that, their treats, their food, as much as you can keep, I think is a great way to go. And we keep their vitamins and things with our vitamins. But we keep them right with ours, and we store them with ours. We just keep it all together. They are part of the family, and their stuff is right with our stuff, is how we store it. I do like these Vitals vaults. I think they work great. You can use a regular bucket. That's fine too, but anything that works for you. And that is it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.